Hey, everybody, welcome to the May 2nd, 2022 edition of PWTorch Presents the Daily Newswire. I'm your host, Tyler Sage at Ring of Tyler. Are you sick of me yet? Zach should be back Thursday to do an episode or two. So if you are, there's good news on the horizon for you. So if not, if you're enjoying it, let's get right into it and talk about the news of the day. So, first off, Tetsuya Naito announced that he is of New Japan Pro Wrestling, if you did not know. He's undergoing a second surgery on his right eye that he is getting soon as the Super Juniors tournament is going on. He gives some of the heavyweights a break in their schedule. And Naito said that he should be out about 20 days post surgery, so he shouldn't miss any major events. If you were penciling him in for the Forbidden Door show, it would appear that he will be available for that if there are no setbacks and the surgery goes as planned. So, wishing Tetsuya Naito the very best, and hoping this is the last surgery he needs on his eye, but we will see. PWG last night, we had Daniel Garcia taking on Bandido for the PWG World Championship. And what do you know? The sports entertainer himself, Daniel Garcia, is the world champion of Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. So, a bit shocked personally when I saw this result. Just the way that Garcia is portrayed currently. Not that he's in a low position losing. I mean, he's going to lose more often than not compared to Chris Jericho, but he's the second in that group. And just with his gimmick within AEW, not that he's going to walk around with the PWG title. It just seems interesting that he'll be the PWG champion while being kind of a goon for a mocking WWE-esque group in AEW. So, obviously, great matches, great performer, and he's different outside of what he's currently doing in AEW. But just an interesting case. I would have thought Bandido would have gotten the win there, but I'm not saying it's bad. It's a great thing a great notch on your belt, literally and figuratively, to be PWG World Champion. If you look at the list of people that have been that, that's a pretty good sign that you are doing something pretty good in your career. So, congrats to Daniel Garcia, and apologies to Bandido. He lost the ROH title, PWG title. It's just not a good 6 months for him. So, hoping he gets back on the snide. Also, back to New Japan. It has been announced that Kazuchika Okada, the IWGP Heavyweight Champion, will be taking on Jay White, the Switchblade, who you might have seen on Impact or AEW television recently here in North America. They'll be squaring off for the said IWGP Heavyweight title at the Dominion show. And that is always, besides the collective of the G1 events, you have Wrestle Kingdom #1 in New Japan, and then you've got Dominion as the #2 show. Sort of the WrestleMania to SummerSlam in theory. So big event, big main event. That'll be before we get to the Forbidden Door show. So who knows? We could have a different champion that could give Okada a different a reason to maybe lose a match than if he was champion. So not predicting that. I think Okada will still retain and go on to Wrestle Kingdom to take on whoever wins the G1, and that'll be his first legitimate competition to take the belt off of him. But that's just my prediction, so we'll see what happens. Okay, and lastly today, I'm sure we'll have lots more news after I'm done recording, as tends to happen. And then with Raw tonight, well, we should get some more a clear picture of any loose ends being tied up before WWE Backlash. So wait for that tomorrow. But final news here: Samuel Shaw, formerly known as Dexter Lumis, has been announced for his first independent date after his 30-day non-compete expires, and that is on June 24th for ARW Wrestling in Florida. So if you are a native to the area or just a huge Samuel Shaw fan, check ARW Wrestling, and you'll be able to see him on June 24th. So wishing him, and again, everyone that was released in this latest batch of NXT releases, all the best. Hopefully all of them get to work plentiful and for more than $150 per show. Looking at you promoters, do better. But yes, so that is that. And that was the news for the day. I'm your host, Tyler Sage at Ring of Tyler. If you could like, subscribe, hit the bell, comment, all that stuff. It's been great. Hopefully the audio seemed better when I tested it yesterday. Hopefully the audio is better for you on my end. Seth Rollins will be very mad at me if not. So, yeah. Again, we'll see you tomorrow, and I appreciate you watching.